So I got this question that says, how do I import my inventory item list with multiple inventory locations? All right. For some context, we're going to be working with QuickBooks Enterprise Platinum, which is the only version of QuickBooks that can manage multiple locations. I'm going to go to the Edit menu and then click on Preferences. And then we're going to go to Inventory, or Items and Inventory rather. Go to Company Preferences and then go to Advanced Inventory Settings and make sure I have turned on multiple inventory sites. It needs to be enabled for this to even work. Now I'm going to go into my item list, go to Item List, and then we're going to look for some items that are already in there. So for example, these right here, we got these dupe pool covers and we got 3 items under it. And notice I have 0 in stock of all of them. So I'm going to load those in. Those are already in QuickBooks. So I'm just going to load in the inventory adjustments. Now I'm going to look at the spreadsheet. Let's say this is how we have the spreadsheet laid out. I got the item names. Notice that I have the full path. I got the parent account, the column, and then the actual item name on it. That's kind of like how it works. You have to do that. And then notice the way it's laid out. If I leave the file like that, I have to import 4 times. I have to import 1 for each warehouse. If I reset this up in another way, it's possible I might be able to pull it off differently, but let's do it, leave it like that, and let's just do 1 warehouse at a time. So I'm going to click on Save. Then I'm going to open up a program called Transaction Pro Importer. I have to use this. There's no built-in tools inside QuickBooks that allow you to do this. You have to use Transaction Pro Importer. I'm going to click on Import, open that up. And by the way, the software is $200, or at least as of the date of this video. I'll put a link in the description so you can go straight into the purchase page. If you watch this video, notice this software is perfect for you. So I'm going to click on Browse and select the Excel file I just have open. Let me click on Open here. And then the sheet that I have to select, this will be sheet number 1. Okay, sheet number 1. And just for some context, this is the spreadsheet that we were looking at. Go back into Transaction Pro Importer. Import type is inventory adjustment. That's the type of adjustment or type of transaction we have to bring in. Then I'm going to click on Next. Okay. Then it's going to load in the 3 items in there with all the columns. And then I'm going to tell it which of the columns I want to read. So I'm going to go to Next. Click on OK. And then under the reference number, I'm just going to call this reference number 1111. I'm going to give this adjustment a reference number. Account, we're going to call this inventory adjustments. Why this account? Let's go into QuickBooks and just go into the chart of accounts and just make sure that it does exist. It's one of the cost of goods sold accounts that we have. You always have to pick an adjusting account. If you don't know what that means, that's more of accounting. For now, you just have to pick any cost of goods sold account. Then on transaction date, I'll do 12/15/2025. And then under item, okay, that's going to be mapped. So I'm going to select item. So notice that I'm using, when the data it's in the spreadsheet, I'm using the drop-down menu. When the data is not in the spreadsheet, I'm typing it in as a static formula. Then we have, this will be adjusting quantity. So I'm going to bring in Miami. So let's say that's one of my warehouses names. And then the inventory site, I'll type here Miami. Okay, I actually have to type it in there for it to work because I'm going to do column by column. Now, before I do that, let me go back into QuickBooks here, go into the list menu and go to inventory site list. Make sure my inventory sites are all created. Okay, so I got Amazon, Miami, New York, UK. I got dropship. Can I make this inactive? Did it let me? Okay, yeah, it did let me. So I got my 4 inventory sites, which I'm going to import kind of one at a time. So let me go into reports and go to inventory and then go to inventory stock status by item by site or by site. By site. And then I'm going to pick here inventory site. Let's pick Miami. And let's go down and look at, okay, we don't have any of the dupe pool covers yet. When we import them, they're going to show up in here. And then for date, let's go to all dates here. And no dupe pool covers yet. Okay, perfect. So let's go back to Transaction Pro Importer. Click on Next. click on next, click on finish, and OK. And wait for that to import. Okay, there was an error. Invalid account specified. Maybe I misspelled the account name. Let's go back and see that. Inventory adjustments with an S. What is it called in QuickBooks? Inventory adjustments. Let me right click and edit. Copy and paste into it, just in case I missed something. Okay, close, and then go back to next, and OK. Let's go do the mapping again. Next, and I'm going to delete that and paste that in there. I don't know if I missed something in the process, but we'll do that, paste that in there, and then click on next, yes, next, finish, and OK. See what happens. Okay, no errors this time. So I must have made a mess somewhere. So I'm going to click OK and close, and then go back into QuickBooks. Close that. Let's pull up that report we have here, inventory stock status by site. Click on that, and notice now I got my dupe pool covers. Okay, it's perfect. Dupe pool covers. I got my 17,500 and 0 in Miami. If I switch this to, let's say, Amazon, there's absolutely nothing in Amazon. So let's import the Amazon inventory. Go back into here, go to next, and OK. And next. And then under quantity adjustment, I'm going to pick now the Amazon column to get the numbers from there. Again, for some context, that's what we're reading here. And then under inventory sites, I'll type here Amazon manually. Again, if I had this formatted in Excel differently, I could have done it all in one shot. So I'm going to go to next, and OK, yes, and next, and finish. While that's doing its thing, let's go back into QuickBooks, and we'll wait here to see. There we go. See? So everything imported. QuickBooks says, TPI says everything's imported. You see it right there under Amazon. So you got Amazon, you got Miami, and then let's go to UK. Do that one more time. So let's go to next. OK. Next. And then under quantity, we'll do UK. And then we'll type here UK. And then click on next. And yes. And next and finish. And OK. Perfect. And now you see in QuickBooks, all the inventory was loaded. So this is pretty awesome. If I do all inventory sites, I'll basically combine them all. Okay. Or I can, scroll up and down, right? So we got, this is UK. And if I scroll to the right, I think, let me just make sure. Okay. If I scroll to the right, I'm not sure why it's only showing UK. Let's do multiple inventory sites. Okay, that works. Let's try a different report. Let's close that. Let's go to reports. Let's go to inventory. And let's go to quantity on hand by site. Probably that's a better one. Click on that. Yeah, this was actually perfect. This will work because you see here dupe pool covers, and then you see exactly how much you have Amazon, Miami, UK, and the total. So that's it. The only kind of like curve I threw at you is that you got to buy this software called Transaction Pro. I'll put a link in the description so you can click on that and go to the website. Like I said, it was $200. It's a really great software. It has tons of different options. Actually, when you go import, when you click on import type, notice that as you go down the list, it has all these different type of transaction types that you can import. So if you're looking for the best possible importing tool from Excel into QuickBooks, Transaction Pro might be the only one really. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.